Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Mia. I'm a manifestation and mindset coach, and today's video is all about becoming the new identity, because we can't manifest the things that we desire if we're still operating from that old self. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do when becoming the new identity is get clear on who exactly they are. Have a really in detail think about who the highest version of you is. What are they wearing? Is it certain fabrics or colors that really enable you to step into that version? What kind of foods are they eating? Are they eating plant-based? Are they eating like a keto kind of diet? Do they cut out sugar and carbs? How are they addressing people in their day-to-day life? Would they be really approachable, really friendly? They probably wouldn't gossip or talk negatively about others. What are their morning routines and evening routines? Do they get up at 6 a.m. and maybe go to the gym or do Pilates? Do they spend their evenings with their family or their partner because they run a successful business, which enables them to do so? Another important thing is, what media are they consuming? What books are they reading? Are they doom scrolling on their phone for hours? Probably not. Are they consuming very uplifting, motivating content from people that are achieving the things that they desire? Also, what is their mindset like? What are their beliefs? Do they believe that they really are capable of anything they want in this life? Do they have like a very positive, optimistic mindset, always seeing the glass half full rather than half empty? Like, what are their core beliefs that are making them into such a successful person? Even where they're living, are they living in a different country to where you are now? Do they live in a really beautiful, open plan, stunning home by the beach? And their relationships, are they involved in really high value friendships where they feel respected and it's a two-way relationship? Do they have a partner or a husband that gives them total princess treatment? So you might want to write these down. You can put it in your notes app. You can get your journal out and write all of these things. Be really specific about the details so that you can visualize exactly who that version looks like. For me, I saw that high version of myself dressing completely differently. Like, she no longer wore track pants and just chucked on a jumper and was good for the day. I saw her wearing very mature, put together outfits, kind of old money style. I also saw her getting up early in the morning, whether that's to do yoga or the gym, and having like a really set morning routine in place, which includes meditation, breath work, exercise, journaling, to really set that tone for the rest of the day. So those are just some ideas, but it's obviously going to be completely different for you. Just think about what really speaks to your soul. So now that we've got really clear on what that ideal version of you looks like, now is the hard part. We need to take radical responsibility for where you are now. Okay, so maybe get your journal out or a piece of paper, and you want to really reflect on what you're doing right now. What are your habits? What are you eating on a day-to-day basis? What are you consuming? What media? Are you doom scrolling TikTok a lot? Maybe you're going out drinking with your friends and it's taking up all of your spare time on your weekend. Do you find that you're overextending yourself? You're helping others too much and therefore people-pleasing, like not putting your needs first. Be brutally honest. I know it's hard to take a look at yourself and go, okay, I'm the problem. But you need to do it in order to change your ways. Think about how you are reacting to challenges. Are you seeing them as just this huge obstacle that you can't cope with? Are you able to stay calm in those kind of situations, or are you spiraling? Is your nervous system freaking out? Do you feel like you're quite a productive person, or are you easily distracted by the outside world, like scrolling, fast food, corn, drinking? Do you make time for the hobbies that you really enjoy, or do you just not have enough time? You feel like you don't have enough time. Think about what your money mindset is like. Do you have a very lackful scarcity approach? Do you think that money runs out? Do you feel that like gross feeling in your stomach whenever you spend money? Or do you think of it as expansive, as an unlimited resource that each and every person has access to at any time. What about the people in your life? Let's do a social circle audit, okay? Because when you think about it, the 5 people that are closest to you, you end up being the 6. So if you're hanging out with a bunch of smokers, then you end up being the 6th smoker. If you hang out with people who get up at 6 a.m. and go to the gym, then you're likely to be that 6th person. Do you know what I mean? We do tend to take on the habits of the people around us. So just have a think. Is my friendship group pushing me to do the best that I can? Or am I really falling into bad habits with them, like going out drinking all the time, or eating the bad food, or consuming that really toxic media online? Also think about, are these people really supportive of your dreams, of the vision that you have, with your manifestations, with where you want to be with that higher self? You may start seeing a few limiting beliefs pop up, especially to do with money, with finances, with that lack and scarcity mentality. It could also be a belief that you just don't have enough time to achieve your dreams or to change your habits. And what are you really avoiding that you know would make you so much better? Limiting beliefs can be about any area of your life. It could be that you don't think you can run your own business, that you're stuck in a 9-to-5 forever, that you can't find a group of friends that will support your hopes and dreams. They can definitely be about money, that money runs out, that there's not enough, that money is the root of all evil. So just be really open and honest with yourself as to where you are standing with these limiting beliefs. Once we uncover those, that's when we know what we need to work on. The next step will be to bridge the gap and really change those patterns in order to step into that new version of yourself. So we want to look at each pattern that you're currently doing. Is this working? Is this going towards your manifestations? And if not, we want to replace it. Maybe the current version of you is sleeping in as late as possible. They've set their alarm 5 times because they just struggle to get up in the morning. They get out of bed, they feel sorry for themselves, maybe they're checking their emails, really anxious about the day ahead of work, and absolutely has no time in the morning to work out or to prepare their lunch for the day ahead. So if that's the current you might want to change this to something like getting up an hour earlier, getting up at 6:30, putting on some yoga, doing a quick workout, even if it's just at home, maybe going for a nature walk. You might want to add on a meditation just for 10 minutes to close your eyes and really center yourself and make yourself feel really calm but energized for the day ahead. Give yourself that quiet moment of peace to yourself before anything else in your day. Maybe you want to get out your journal and write some gratitude. Say what you're grateful for. If you've got running water in your house, if you woke up in the morning, you have a job to go to, you've got money coming in, then there really is so many things to be grateful for. And I think we overlook them on a day-to-day basis because we're just so desensitized to them. They're just so normal for us. If your higher self values health and self-care, then these are what you need to be doing. So you need to make time to really pour into yourself. Take yourself on little dates, maybe get your favorite coffee. Put more effort into your appearance, like get up a bit earlier, put some makeup on, make yourself feel really put together. Meal prep your food so that you're not going out on your lunch break and buying really crappy, bad quality foods. It's just thinking ahead, thinking as to how that highest version of you would act in each situation. And if you don't know, you can take a second, really center yourself, like take a deep breath and just ask yourself, what would the most abundant version of me do that maybe owns a business, that has the dream relationship? What would she be doing differently in this situation? So changing those habits is going to be really key. Look at what media you're currently consuming. Do you spend a lot of time on your phone doom scrolling? Or maybe watching TV shows aimlessly for hours each night? You could totally replace this with learning a skill online instead. Like figure out what you're passionate about. And instead of watching hours of TV, maybe you could watch some YouTube videos to educate yourself. Or you could grab out a book. Like, there's so many ways to replace these bad habits. And since we've got access to the internet, we have the opportunity to just better ourselves every single day. Changing your patterns is also going to be shifting some of the language that you're using, some of the ways that you're speaking about things. You want to let go of any kind of lack mindset. Stop saying things like, I can't afford this, or I really want that, but I'll never have it. I'll never be successful. Because when you say those things, you are telling your subconscious directly that you're not going to have that that's not for you. And then it will take that on as fact. And that's what you'll see in your reality, and that doesn't align to your higher self. So you want to change this and replace it with words, affirmations like, I know I'm going to be successful. I don't need to see evidence right now to know that it's mine. I know that I'm an abundant being at my core. Abundance was promised to me at birth, so I know that everything is working out for me. Change the way that you're speaking to yourself in your mind. Change the way that you speak to others. Always speak in expansion rather than shrinking. Plus, you want to change your habits around your morning and evening routines. Like I was mentioning before, if you're someone that gets up really late and doesn't get ready for the day and kind of rushes to work, you just want to create more space in the morning for yourself, getting up earlier, doing nice things, and setting the tone for the day. Plus, in the evening, you want to do your self-care. So maybe some breath work, some EFT tapping, looking after yourself, eating a healthy diet, doing some movement, taking some time to yourself. You know, we're really busy all the time. It's so important to just take a moment to decompress and come back to yourself. I think you'll find that a morning and evening routine will really help you step into that higher energy, those more higher vibrational states, because you're pouring into yourself. One thing that I would totally suggest that you get rid of from your evening routine is scrolling before bed, okay? This is ruining your circadian rhythm. It's keeping you up later, and that blue light just blaring into your eyes is so bad just before bed. So replace this with 30 minutes of reading. Would highly, highly recommend. This has been a game changer for me. The next thing that you need to do is hold the faith, okay? Stop looking for evidence in your 3D. When we're manifesting and when we're really passionate about stepping into our power and becoming the highest version of us, it can be a bit of a challenge to not get disheartened when we don't see things popping up straight away. But the thing is, the longer you stay in that energy, the longer you delay your manifestations coming to you. I think you'll notice as soon as you're able to detach, and it's not like you don't care, like you still want the manifestation, but you're not so obsessed, you're not so needy, you're not coming from a place of, I don't have it. Because when you come from that place, you're telling the universe, I don't have it. And the universe just says, yeah, you don't have it. Whereas if you come from a place of, I know it's mine, I don't need to see it in the 3D to know that it's here, to know it exists in the quantum field. That's when it can show up at any time. So if you're able to surrender, to really just keep reminding yourself that this is mine, anything I want is mine, it already exists in its energetic form. I just have to step into that timeline of that highest version of me. That's when it will come so quickly, because you're not having any resistance to it. You're not telling the universe, I don't think it will come, or I'm not sure about it. Stop worrying about the how, just know that it's here already, because the how will come to you when you're in alignment, when you are in that highest version of yourself. You will get downloads from the universe because you're in that receiving mode. If you're meditating every day, if you're looking after your mindset and yourself, you will get little nudges from the universe, and you need to follow those because those are leading you to that manifestation. It's similar to when you've ordered something online, like maybe you've ordered some really cute shoes. You put the order in, you get really excited, but you let it go. Like, you're not checking the tracking number every single day. Well, maybe some people are, but most people aren't. they have the faith that the package will turn up on their doorstep. So it's really exactly the same with manifestation. It's like putting your order in with the universe, trusting the process, holding the faith, knowing that you are the creator in your essence. Like, you're an alchemist, you're so powerful. But letting it go, detaching, and not worrying all the time, not sitting in that really fearful energy of, when is it going to come? How is it going to come? I don't know. Just allowing and being in that flow energy. When any doubt comes in, you just want to redirect this. Like, just cut it off right there and say, no, I'm not entertaining these thoughts. Like, we think that the thoughts that come in, we have to hold on to them or that they mean something. And the truth is they don't. Like, you always have the option to change the thought, to pick the nicest feeling thought in that moment and redirect your energy. It does take a bit of practice, but you can absolutely master it. A technique that is really amazing for holding the faith is visualizing, because it gets you into that feeling state of where you want to be, having already achieved the goal. And as we know, the quantum field responds to who you're being, to your state of being, to your feelings. So when you visualize, you're actually taking a shortcut to that manifestation. And if you can hold on to that, if you can keep that faith going, then that's when you collapse time and space, and it can show up to you so fast. My last little step is to take aligned action when it feels right. So now that you have figured out who you want to be, you know what that highest version of you looks like, you know what habits you need to take on. You need to move from your most aligned state every single day. So aligned action will look like taking action that feels really good, that feels like inspiring, exciting, something that you really want to do. It could be posting on social media. It could be creating that first YouTube video, starting a podcast, researching that new business that you would really like to get into, going to that networking event. You won't have resistance. You won't feel anxious about it. It will just feel really, really aligned and in tune with your desire. So as I mentioned before, you will get little nudges from the universe when you're in that highest version of yourself, when you get to that really regulated and calm state. You want to stay consistent even when you're not seeing evidence, because that highest version of you doesn't actually need evidence. They're able to move without seeing anything show up. They are holding the faith. They know that they are God within. They know that they're the creator. Why would the creator need anything to prove who they are? They just know it already. They validate themselves. Your intuition will guide you when you're in that aligned state, and you will see opportunities showing up on your doorstep, showing up left, right, and center, because you've changed your energy. You're a different person now. You are the person that has everything work out for them. You're not the victim. You're not that person that gets up in the morning and thinks, oh my God, not another day. You are that highest version that is excited to wake up, that blesses every single dollar in her bank account, that experiences love and health and wealth and just everything in abundance. So detach from the outcomes and keep showing up as that version of you every single day, because when the inside changes, when the internal world changes, the outside must reflect. That is all for this video today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something. If you would like to purchase my course or do a one-on-one coaching call, then that information is down below for you. Have an amazing day and see you next time.